This is the design that I made in Fusion 360. The top has 4 holes, but the newer version gets rid of the middle hole because it did not perform as intended. It's meant to be printed out of one piece, out of TPU, in this orientation without supports. When it's printed out, I can fill it up with plaster, and this is the shape I get. Here are the materials I used for this project. Here's the TPU mold. Make sure to clean it up as good as possible to get rid of any stringing that occurred. A 1 cup measuring scoop. A mixing container that I can pour the plaster in. Something to mix the plaster with. Perfect plaster, 2 cups plaster to 1 cup water. And a little plastic bin to keep the mess to a minimum. Start by placing the mold in the bin. Get the scoop and put 2 cups of plaster into the mixing container. Make sure to even out the plaster on the bag to make sure you're getting accurate scoops. Then fill the mixing cup up with 1 cup of water and pour that into the 2 cups of plaster. Mix until the consistency is even. Sometimes the plaster can get clumped up in the corners of the container, so make sure you break those clumps up to ensure that you get a good mix. If you find this video informative or have any questions about 3D printing the mold, printing TPU, slicer settings, let me know in the comments and I will get back to you. In the meantime, please like, share, and subscribe. I found this to be a pretty good consistency for pouring this stuff. No clumps of plaster, all one consistency. Next, pour the mix into the mold. Try to spread it out evenly throughout the mold. Then gently pound the container on a solid surface. In this case, the kitchen top works great. This will get the bubbles out and level out the mix. Don't worry too much about getting the mix in the top holes, it's not going to matter in the end. Make sure to fill the mold to where only the holes are visible to make sure your vase has a bottom. When all the mix is in the mold, give it some more gentle taps to even out the top of the mold and get the bubbles out. Let the mix sit. I like to leave it out for a day or two. The important thing is to make sure it dries and hardens. Then get something to punch the holes out with. I like using this punch to get out the mold, but a chopstick works just fine too. What I'm going to do is punch down the holes to get the TPU to release on the inside. Punch down the 3 bigger holes until they fall beneath the mold. Then you're ready to pull out the center part. This is what it looks like when the center pulls out. Now you're ready to peel off the outside. Peeling the outside can be tough, but the outside will peel down enough, allowing the mold to pop out. Here's the final result. Cool looking vase to put some flowers in, or whatever typically grows in these things. And here's what the mold looks like when it has been released. Now all I gotta do is just pop the mold back to the start and it's ready to use again. Hope everyone liked this video. Please like and subscribe and leave some thoughts, questions, or suggestions in the comments. Thanks.